And we're live. Welcome, everybody, to Griffcast episode 5, where we talk any and all things nerdy, where we go in depth or very shallow with different topics. Tonight, I have with me the Caramel Prince himself, TCP, Solips Faneron, and Wild.
How's it going?
What's good?
What's been going on, fellas? What you been diving deep into? Working? Playing?
Yeah, a lot of work.
You know it.
Work and more work.
Yeah.
Lots of it.
Work's actually been pretty slow with me. So it's been about like 2 weeks since we last linked up. I guess I had quite a bit going on for me. So we talked about the Snyder Cut a little bit. So like, I've watched the Snyder Cut 4 or 5 times.
What?
Man, you've had a lot of time.
Good God, man. It's like...
And then I've watched it, and then I watched it in gray. You know, Justice is Gray. I watched the Justice is Gray edition one time. It was mostly like background noise while I worked. But after that, I just dived deep into the DC animated movie series.
Some of those, like DC knocks
I
their animation out of the fucking park.
Oh, dude, their animated movies are so dope. I've always liked their animated movies, but like I've been diving back into it very deep. I haven't really been watching it like any particular order, so I'm like, I kind of jumped around for like a little bit, but now like I'm cycling back through the beginning.
Hmm.
You know, I
You
pulled
mentioned
up.
animes. You guys have Amazon Plus or Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
I do.
There's this new anime called Invincible. Have you seen it?
Invincible.
I haven't watched it yet. Like,
Awesome.
people are going nuts about this. I haven't watched it yet.
I'm waiting. I knew it was gonna be a fucking huge ass hit. Like when they first announced it, I knew it was gonna be so dope. But I'm waiting for them to get like a few more episodes out there before I binge it, because I know I'm gonna like.
I think it's
Because
only
they brought
like
out the-
4 episodes in total.
Right. It's 4 episodes. They launched 3 at the beginning.
Are they doing the weekly release?
Yeah.
I might wait till it's over.
Definitely not child approved. Definitely
It is.
not
It is.
child approved.
It is not. It is.
Not at all.
It's raw. It's animated, but it's fucking raw. It goes in.
I haven't started watching it, but I've been seeing clips of it, and I'm like, yo, avert your eyes, kids. Avert your eyes.
when they were first announcing it, they were like, "Yeah, this is gonna be. It's not for kids. It's gonna be violent and everything." And I was like, "Okay, I'm here for it. They're like, "Yeah, the comic's not pretty and everything. It's graphic." And like they launched the first trailer for it, and like it was a red band trailer. And I was like, "Yeah, let's get after it."
Yeah, you know it's going to be good when they launch it with a red band trailer. That's my favorite thing to see, red band trailer. And I'm like, I'm in.
It's always a good sign.
Sorry, I'm over here dying. Don't worry about me. Just keep going.
What about you, Sobs? What you been getting into, man?
Oh man, I've just been losing my life trying to make some music, trying to learn how to make beats. Really just been teaching myself everything. And I mean, I'm not making anything good, but I'm slowly learning how to use the software and just get better at everything. Really just familiarizing myself with it all. And aside from that, man, just, work. Hadn't really been doing much of nothing.
All right. Hold on one sec. Apparently, I'm a little low here.
Stop messing up, man. Just
No.
Little
get
low.
it right. You just don't gotta mess with it, man. It's just...
I can't help it.
So, Sobs, did we talk about this before? Like, what type of music are you into?
Oh man, I'm into a lot of different stuff. I mean, I grew up listening to like a lot of heavy metal, death metal, black metal, just variations. I mean, nowadays I listen to really just a little bit of anything. I mean, I'll listen to, rap, hip hop. I'll listen to foreign music a lot of times. Just, I don't know, just whatever I think sounds good. I won't even listen to anything that's in English. I'll listen to just whatever I think's got a good hook or a catch to it,
Mm-hmm.
And,
He's got a whole playlist of K-pop.
yeah.
Baby metal.
If it works, it works, man.
You know what? If they mix it in right, sometimes they can work. There's this group called Baby Metal.
Oh, God, I knew it was gonna happen.
They
Oh.
know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
I mean, I don't love that group, but I can't say that they're not catchy, man. I mean, I'd be a liar if I said otherwise.
I know a few huge fans of baby metal. It's just like, it's not for me, but you do you, boo.
I haven't listened to them in years, but they exist.
Yeah. They're basically, I think they're like K-pop metal, aren't they?
Man, I don't know what they are. Well, they would.
I don't think they know what they are. Last time I checked.
Different, but you can call them that. I mean, there was one song I listened to where it was literally like 4 or 5 different genres crammed into one song. I don't know how they did it, but they did it.
You know, you know what band? I don't know if they're still around.
I didn't know whether to be. What's that?
I don't know if they're still around or not. They were like grindcore meets salsa. Like they would go through these just.
That sounds like something I would probably listen to.
Gosh, I gotta find the name of that band. It's probably been a good solid 15 years since I even heard anything by them. I'm gonna think about that. I'll get back to you with that one. But hey, actually, I was gonna get with you. At some point in time, if you come up with like just like a good beat or a good like rhythm beat going on, like send it to me. I want to mess around with stuff. Cause like I've been thinking about picking my guitar back up.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, maybe we got to do some collaborations.
Maybe. All right, let's get into this. So let's all right, let's jump into this here real quick. All right, so the first couple of topics, we're just gonna like just kind of speed through, and then we'll get to the meat and bones of, our typical discussions here. All right, so Intel is trying to break into the GPU market.
That's bad when two of you guys is this sneaker like, really?
Yeah. So TCP was bringing up some points here. TCP, you said, what were you saying? That was being compared to like the RX 500.
Yeah, the RX 550 is like one article that I saw. I mean, I didn't dive too deep into like what they were doing, but like it definitely looked like they were making a smaller card.
So
Not
the
powerful.
the article I was reading was it's going to be their first card is going to be for an Intel brand laptop. So they're starting with laptop graphics, and then how it progresses is going to depend from there. But I mean, I would like to see another competitor on the market.
Yeah, it would be good. I mean, I think diving deep now. So like AMD has a good thing going where they're launching their CPUs and their GPUs, and they can get them to like work in sync. You mentioned a while ago. I always want to call it AMD sync. I don't.
I think it's was it? They're calling it like their smart technology or something like that. Yeah, I brought up the name of it a while ago, and
so
that's like
I think
5 episodes of notes.
AMD's going, or not AMD. That's where Intel is trying to get after. They're like, they're making CPUs and GPUs. Why don't we go after that market too?
Yeah.
We have our CPUs, and then we can have like our company GPUs where they work, better together.
Yeah, I mean they kind of have to because, like the last generation of, Ryzen processors are just blowing it through Intel, man.
Just breaking them. I saw an article today that someone was like, I think it was PC Mag, and they're like, yeah, we don't even suggest you get the 11th gen CPU for Intel now. We don't.
Oh wow.
Just don't go for it right now. We had nothing on it.
Wow.
Just stick with the Ryzens or like the 10th gens. They're just like.
I didn't see that article. I'll have to look for that one.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean, honestly, I would definitely want to see another competitor on there because, I mean, right now you're kind of limited between what you can actually get. But Intel has got some huge shoes to fill, especially if they're going to try and come into the GPU market. If they don't actually get their things together, and I'm sorry, but if it's comparable to the 550, they got to go back to the drawing board on that one.
But I mean, like you're talking about like comparable with the 550. I mean, that's just the car they started on. It's not like they're going to be able to build like the Intel's version of the 3090 at their first get-go.
No,
you gotta start from somewhere.
yeah.
You gotta start from somewhere, and there's nothing wrong with starting small and building yourself up. Whereas Nvidia and AMD, they've been doing this for decades.
Yeah.
They've been. You're gonna start somewhere, but like you're definitely right. You don't want a monopoly. to see somebody else, break into the market, is good stuff.
But speaking of GPUs here, now GameStop is kind of changing direction here. They're going to start selling PC parts.
They're just gonna do anything they can.
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at here.
Sorry, I cannot do it. I'm sorry, but when you only give $6 for a video game, what does that mean? If I go out and get a $400 or $500 GPU and I bring it to GameStop and be like, hey, I got this GPU, I bought it $400 or $500. What, you gonna give me $50? Nah, fam.
And then turn around and sell it for 400.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but I'm kind of for this and a little bit against it because I'm kind of for PC parts. I'm kind of biased for Newegg. I know a lot of people have good experience with it as a Tiger Direct. I can't really support Jeff Bezos right now. Like last time I ordered something from him, it took the last thing I ordered took 3 weeks and I got 2-day shipping. So.
Oh man.
I don't know what you did. I mean, you have to talk about your experience. I haven't had any bad experience with Amazon recently, so.
Yeah, I haven't had too many bad experiences myself, so I can't speak personally.
Yeah, I would say probably 3/4 of all my computer parts came from Amazon.
Yeah.
And they were I'm talking ordered on Saturday, and one of my packages came in on a Sunday.
Damn.
Which I was not even expecting. It said expected delivery Tuesday or Wednesday. So I was like, all right. And then I got a ring at the doorbell, and it was what I ordered yesterday. So I was like, okay.
I've had plenty of those experiences where they're like, hey, we'll get to you in 4 or 5 days. By the way, open up, it's us, bitch.
Yeah.
It's the drone sitting outside your door.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, dude, it's hard to you're talking about buying GPUs for Amazon right now. It's Amazon is actually full of scalpers right now for GPUs.
Oh yeah.
Well, everybody is. Everybody is.
Yeah, everybody. Newegg has them too, man. Because Newegg does third-party sales as well.
Yeah. I kind of wish Newegg could go back to a solitary sale instead of being a third-party sale like Amazon or eBay.
And they try. They advertise that they're like, hey, if you see people posting or selling items on our site, that's obviously scalped, notify us. But also at the same time, well, if you're posting their sales, shouldn't you know that they're scalping?
It could be a fully automated system.
It could be fully automated. You're right. Okay.
A lot of it is.
Yeah. I mean, having somebody sit there and go through every single post that's going on, it's not feasible. It's got to be automated.
Yeah.
It's easier to react to a situation than it is to filter a million situations.
Mm-hmm.
Easier and cheaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got here from GameStop. We were talking about GameStop selling GPUs. When I was on the hunt for a 3000 series, GameStop had the Asus TUF 3080. And they had that. That was back in October. So it's not their first time getting into PC.
No. They've been selling laptops and cell phones and PC headsets and they had a contract with Razer for a while. So I don't know. I
think they're trying to make it more mainstream to get parts through them.
I mean, they have to come into something because 60% of all video game sales now are digital.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a digital sale means zero money for GameStop.
Which I appreciate.
I mean, look, I'm looking on their website right now, and they have the ROG Strix 550 Wi-Fi motherboard. They got a couple pre-built. I think it's 2 pre-builts on here.
Damn.
They have pre-builts too. Yeah, when I was looking, they only had the Asus TUF graphics card for the 3080. And that was it. But that was also a long time ago. That was back in October.
They have Ghost Canyon NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 mini desktop for $2K.
It's
got a 2060 in it.
But still, for 2K and you're talking about a mini desktop? Like, define mini. Are we talking about like the little square box, or are we talking about a mid tower?
From what it looks like, this thing is small. I'm talking. It would sit on your desktop and probably not be that big at all.
Yeah. So a friend of mine, we use it to run chat software because one of our friends moved to Chicago for our tabletop.
Mm-hmm.
We are in our tabletop group. One of our guys moved to Chicago, and for him to be able to still play, he Skypes in, and that's how we do it. Is he got one of those like little mini computers and just hooked it up to his TV.
There's nothing wrong with mini computers, man. Mini computers can get the job done. We do a lot, with where I work. We have a couple Raspberry Pis, and then what are the other ones called? We have like they're super tiny. It's literally like the size of your fist, but they are powerful computers. It's creepy.
No, this one's
how powerful they are.
The one that we use isn't like it struggles, but it gets the job done. Like I think if you got to like build a mini with say, drop a Ryzen 5 3600 in it, probably do get some good work out of it.
Yeah. This thing is literally. So the dual fan video card, it's literally like the size of that.
Oh, that one actually has a card in it.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Like let's say if you have like a 24-inch monitor, it's still smaller than that.
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
Yeah. One of the ones the one we use is that big.
Yeah.
That's what they're called. They're called Nooks.
Okay.
They're called Nooks.
Okay.
That's exactly how
really
big
fucking tiny.
Yeah, that's exactly how big this thing is.
Speaking of, while we're on the subject of GPUs again, do any of you have NVIDIA now?
I do have NVIDIA now.
Yeah.
So, just letting you know.
Yeah, NVIDIA GeForce Now. Yeah, I do have it. I don't use it at all.
Outriders is coming to it.
I'm about to start using it.
Say that one more time.
I'm about to start.
So, Outriders, it just dropped this last Thursday. I have been having a blast with it. It is a third-person ability-based looter shooter. It is basically third-person. What's a good way to explain this? It's like they took Diablo and the Division and combined them. And
yeah, we were talking about this because we were talking about the demo not too long ago.
Yeah.
Wow, were you not here for when we were talking about the demo? You were playing hooky. I don't think you were here. Yeah,
but yeah, like
you're supposed to tell our viewers that. No.
I absolutely been loving this game. It has and it's funny too because fans have been going apeshit on everything recently. Like they've been, they review bombed Godzilla for some reason. They're review bombing Outriders now because the servers went down. What new game?
Wow.
What new game doesn't have server issues the first day?
Oh my god, I remember playing Call of Duty. Like, I'm talking about like Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
And like you get on for like 2 seconds, and all of a sudden the servers crash until the next Monday.
Try to be there day one for a Destiny expansion. Day one Destiny expansion, you can't get on. If you get on, you're lucky if you can stay on for an hour.
They're never prepared for it. Like I hate them and I love them at the same time. I'm like, why are you guys never prepared for this? You knew, but at the same time, like it's kind of hard to prepare for something. Like you can't over prepare.
I think it's one of those things that's like, let's just use the servers that we have, because after a week we're going to balance back out.
Yeah.
And so it's like, why would we invest in more servers to maintain that first day when it's just going to come right back down? So, but yeah, no, like
how it goes.
Yeah, everybody that I know that's been playing Outriders has been absolutely loving it. Like even Cray, like this is his genre of game, and he hasn't stopped PMing me about it.
He's been all about it, and I know we're going to talk about this later. I think we're going to talk about it later when we talk about service games. So we'll come back to that. But yeah, he's been eating it up.
Yeah.
It is actually on GeForce now.
Is it?
Did that come out right? Yeah, I can hit play.
So, and by the way, it is not only sorry, train just derailed right on me. Okay. It is not a live service game, and it is cross-play across all platforms. So PC, PlayStation, and Xbox can all play together.
Yeah, that kind of made me mad because I heard it was coming to Xbox Game Pass, and I'm a PlayStation PC player, so I was like, oh sweet, it's coming to Xbox Game Pass, I'm good. And
it didn't come to.
It was like nope, no, we're talking about
consoles only. Yeah.
And I was like, wow, that's rude. That's rude as fuck. I was like, oh, but you can play it on Android. You got Xbox Game Pass for Android. You can play it, but not for PC. I was like,
is it on Android?
It's on Android. Yeah, console and Android, but not PC. I was like, that's rude. That's mean.
Where they get you?
I'm gonna have to look at that because that could be interesting. That's gotta be a rough game to stream. There's a lot of shit coming at you.
Yeah.
And I tell you now, it's like if you're a fan of like Dark Souls difficulty, it'll get you if you don't pay attention. I had a point that I was just like corpse hopping just to get through it. Yeah, there was a point in the story that I was just corpse hopping just to get through it.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we'll briefly touch on this next topic here. Microsoft is trying to buy Discord. I don't know if there's been any updates to this in the last week, since we were going to talk about this last week and we didn't do a show. But, huh? You got something?
Apparently, from what I've read, is that Microsoft, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Microsoft has bought Discord, and they are trying to bring Mixer back.
Yes.
I sat there when I saw that, and I was just like,
I didn't even hear what you said. I'm like, what? I don't know what this is.
you already
I didn't know is exactly why it doesn't like there's a horse.
Like I heard, like I saw Griff's reaction, but like I guess it was like too extravagant. I couldn't hear it. I didn't hear what he said.
But yeah, apparently from what I've read is that they have done so, and that they're trying to bring Mixer back. And I'm just like Mixer was kind of like that. Like, yeah, I mean, obviously you have Facebook, and then you have Twitch, and those two right there are like two forces to be reckoned with. And now, after you've already gotten rid of Mixer, and now you're gonna try and bring it back.
Mixer was their streaming service.
Yeah.
Or their, you know, it was their Twitch.
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember Mixer.
The only thing I really remember about Mixer that they threw a lot of money at that blue-haired guy.
Ninja.
Oh, Ninja.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, they threw a lot of money at him because he was such a big celebrity at playing Fortnite, and he was huge on Twitch, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they bought him, assuming that a lot of people would come over and be a part of Mixer just because of him, and it didn't really seem to work out. And he's not even part of Mixer anymore, I don't believe. I think he's gone off and doing his own thing now.
Now, Microsoft gave
whatever he was doing before.
Yeah, Microsoft gave all their resources for Mixer to Facebook.
Yep.
That's why Facebook streaming took off.
Yeah, and then also with Ninja, when they were closing Mixer, and he was in his contract, he got the full payout of his contract.
Well, that was a good deal for him, definitely.
Yeah, it was beautiful for him.
Yeah.
Like, he literally got his whole deal. And then he was just like, well, I'm taking my behind over to Twitch. And he took his behind over to Twitch, and he got that full money too. I was like, man, he lucked out so good.
Yeah, I think it was like $6 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of friggin' money. And I'm guessing they just cut him a check and was just like, all right, have a nice day. Good luck on your journey.
That's how you got to play the game, you know.
Yeah, because I'd love to see like a more open market for the streaming services, because Twitch is just insane. It's like, well, it's not only that; it's just you can get banned for anything.
I
Just-
would not last 20 minutes on Twitch.
No, you wouldn't.
I would be gone instantly.
I'm actually surprised you're still on
Here
Facebook.
lately seems to be the same way.
I don't know how this is still up, man. I'm sorry.
He's like,
I'm
we
like-
didn't get taken off the air just yet.
I'm fucking trying, but I'm also not trying at the same time. I'm holding back. By the time you tell me like, yo, TCP, just let loose, it's gonna be fucking wild.
I'll let you guys know when we get banned on Facebook, because then we'll just go YouTube full time, and then we'll share it to Facebook. Huh?
Oh yeah, you
I
can get banned on
I
Facebook.
thought Facebook was like, you know what,
I
just
don't
fuck
know.
it.
YouTube
No,
is
no.
locked down.
Just don't say anything too fucked up. But like Twitch,
Yeah.
I can't even describe like what it was. Like this dude, he said like someone like put in his chat. He's like, hey, say this animal name, and he said the animal name. He's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh shit, I just got banned. And I was just like,
What?
what? Is
Right.
it that serious right now? And I was just like,
I mean, they've slacked off a lot. There's a lot of things that they're really lax on. But honestly, to tell you the truth, Facebook right now, Facebook, you'll get banned for anything.
Yeah.
Even if you're not even streaming. Let's say if you like say a certain phrase or something in chat. I've seen people get like a 30-day ban just for writing in someone else's stream, and I'm guessing someone took it the wrong way and reported it, and 30-day ban.
see,
I gotta-
This is also one of the reasons why I don't stream anymore. People are like, oh, why don't you stream anymore? I'm like, I fucking say it, man. I don't give a shit. I'll fucking say it.
That's why YouTube's here. No, I got a 30-day ban on Facebook. He's gonna watch this later and laugh at me. A friend of mine, we were playing Destiny together. We were doing PvP, and we were getting pretty heated. And we were doing PvP. I don't remember. Anyway, we were getting pretty heated, and you know our pickup just randomly dropped, and he said something, and I got banned for bullying because it was on my stream.
Was it something that he said, or did you just responded to something he said?
No, he just straight up said it, and I'm just like, I just ignored it because I'm used to. I'm from the original Xbox Live days, I
Oh
I've
yeah,
been there. I've been there too. I've been
the
there.
original Xbox days were brutal.
yeah.
Talking about Call of Duty lobbies. This shit was
Oh,
raw.
yeah.
It was evil. Dude, man, what? Fucking, I'm playing fucking Warzone now. I get to play Warzone now. Like see Carmel Prince. It's not hard to imagine my skin color. I hear that word.
Oh yeah.
Every time I kill somebody, it's just I can't even try to mimic. But we all know where I'm going with this, right? We all know what I'm saying. We all know what I'm saying.
I got you. I'm
It gets
thinking of
it gets thrown out there a lot. It's still fucking evil, man. It's
It's
still
an,
evil
it's an
out there.
unreasonably popular word for children to say for some.
Oh yeah. For some odd reason. So and
Children, old men, elderly men, middle-aged people. I'm just everybody. Like every time I kill somebody, fucking. I'm like,
Did you have to put the R in there?
nobody raised right.
Did you have to put the R in there?
there's actually I don't know if a whole lot of people have talked about it or if you've heard, but there was an actual streamer, partnered streamer at that dropped the bomb, and they ripped into him, and
Damn.
they ripped into him, so he's definitely gonna be
He's done.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah.
He lost his
He's done.
lost his partnership. He lost everything.
Good luck,
Well,
bud.
Yeah.
We're coming for the house.
Cancel culture, they're out to get everything.
Oh.
Well,
But yeah, that's what I heard about Microsoft. That they're trying to bring Mixer back, and that they feel like acquiring Discord is gonna, I'm guessing, give them the kind of like the extra push that they need
So-
to make sure to start really doing good.
I've heard some tinfoil hat things here about it. Like they're talking about basically using it to incorporate to everything that's Microsoft, making it like baseline with Windows instead of Skype, incorporating it into Xbox itself instead of using their own proprietary software.
Ooh,
So-
I'm not gonna lie, that would be nice though. To be able to use Discord on Xbox.
Yeah.
They already have Teams, so I mean, like, just for them to go after Discord, in my opinion, is like just monopoly. You're just doing it to be evil. You're just doing it because you have the money. You're just being a dick. You're gonna fucking kill it. Discord is fine. Fine, buy Discord. You can buy Discord and profit off it. Don't fucking touch it. Don't touch it. Just leave it alone. Leave it how it is. It's fucking working. It's operational. Don't try to make it into something that it doesn't need to be. It's fucking Discord. Just let it go. It's fine.
Don't worry, man.
Fine the way
Don't
it
worry.
is. But
Don't
they're
worry.
They're gonna try to do like, oh, Microsoft. Let's just do everything that's Microsoft. You have Teams. You had Skype, and then you fucked Skype up, and now you had Teams, and now you fucking Teams up, and so now you're gonna buy Discord and try to make Discord into something, and it's gonna fucking.
Yeah, just preach it,
Well-
man, just preach it.
I'm just like, why?
Clip that.
Why?
Clip that.
Somebody clip it. Somebody.
This is what happens when you have too. This is what happens when people have too much money. They just start buying shit for no reason, and then they're just fucking it up. I'm sorry.
I mean, anyone can play Monopoly when they're younger, you know. This is a dream.
Yeah.
Just leave Discord alone. I have no problem with, like, if you buy it and you just want to profit it off of it. Just don't fuck with it. Don't fuck with it. It's fine. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with Discord. Discord's not perfect, but there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, it's apparently good enough they want it.
Oh,
Either they want to keep it or they want to get it out of the way. One of the two.
Yeah.
Did someone do that with MySpace not too long ago? I feel like someone bought MySpace and it's just like, just throw it away.
It does sound pretty familiar.
I'm buying
Oh.
MySpace just so I can destroy it.
Actually, I just logged back into MySpace. Like,
Oh man.
it's still up. It's still up.
Is that bad?
It's still up.
The last thing I heard about MySpace was like, this was years ago, that Justin Timberlake bought it, and he
What?
was using it for up and coming artists.
Like they have that going on. That's a thing going on. But like you could still like I had to like go and find my old AOL address to get into it.
I was going back.
That's too long ago, man. I've purged all that knowledge. That's gone.
Back to the days where Tom was always your friend, even if you didn't have any.
I mean, why did we leave Tom for Facebook though? Why did we leave Tom, man? Tom was teaching us HTML and shit.
That is true. I ain't even gonna lie to you, yo. Tom did teach your boy HTML.
Tom's sitting over there in the darkness like, nobody wants to learn how to code. Everyone wants to learn how to twerk. Y'all got jobs. I got a job.
Oh snap! I even think at some point in time that Tom from MySpace actually made a Facebook.
Yeah.
Isn't Tom from Facebook?
No.
Are we sure Tom's on Facebook?
Not sure.
No.
I have
No.
no clue. But I want to say Tom's Facebook.
No. Tom's MySpace.
Google, help me.
All right.
And if your
It has
assistance
all the
Google.
answers.
So outside of Outriders right now, we are kind of in a gaming drought. We always hit one here in the early spring, late winter, early spring.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think that we're going to get into a AAA title versus indie title thing here?
MySpace. Google's not helping me. I'm sorry. Continue your thing as I.
So we're going to get into a AAA titles versus indie titles thing going on here because, I mean, if you guys remember, obviously it takes a lot more now to make a AAA title. You know, it takes years of coding and animating and all that other framework. But if you guys remember, like 25 years ago, like we were getting 40, 50, 60 games a year.
Yeah.
You know, and the only way we're going to be able
Very
to,
overpopulated market.
it really was. Like everybody would be like, "Hey, did you play this game?" It's like I didn't even know it existed.
There was a lot of those.
Yeah. Like anybody else remember Captain Blasto?
Oh, I remember the name.
What?
I remember the name.
Exactly.
I
That
don't
doesn't
think I ever
exist.
played it.
That
Yeah.
doesn't exist. You made that up.
Google it. Google Captain Blasto. Fantastic
Just
game.
close my goddamn Google. God.
So, but in this modern day, you know, we're getting 4 or 5 AAA titles a year versus the 20. And if you wanted more variety, you have to go for indie games or play older games.
Pause real quick. I do remember Captain Blasto.
Just had to see it, right?
I think I ever played it, but I definitely remember this character.
Oh,
It's like a Johnny. God, what was his name?
oh, the Cartoon Network.
Yeah, from Cartoon Network. Johnny something.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo.
Oh,
Johnny Bravo got a super suit and a laser blast.
Yep.
Where did this happen?
Yeah. I so see Johnny Bravo. I so see the Johnny Bravo.
I'm sorry. You were talking. I interrupted.
Gonna get you an emote. Oh. So, yeah. I mean, thoughts, discussion?
I don't remember being AAA titles being like that massive. Like 50 or 60 a year. That's a lot, man. That's 2 every week.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, back
That's-
during like
that's
the
one every-
PS2
one-
and
One every week.
regular Xbox era, I mean,
Yeah.
they were
Yeah,
pumping them
that-
out like a lot, especially like
Like-
Japanese, Chinese titles, or just the foreign titles in general.
Yeah.
Um,
I look at the
there were
360
all
era.
kinds of games, you know, like Griff was saying, you know, there's all kinds of games that I remember playing that a lot of people I knew at the time were not playing because they were just random games, but they were all really good games. So I mean, I guess AAA at that time maybe was not exactly a term that was being used as loosely as it is now.
Yeah, so that's something I wanted to touch on. Like, what defines AAA? So there's a difference between like being AAA, and then there's a difference between like being a big game. Or, no, I can't say a big game, but like a popular game, a good game. You know, because AAA is a big game. Like the way that we define AAA right now is just studios just dumping money
Yeah.
into this game. So like.
Yeah.
So one of the best analogies I could come up with, it's not an analogy, it's a frame of reference. People talk about Among Us. Among Us is a massive game. It's got a huge following. It's made a shit ton of money. It is nowhere near a AAA game.
No, no.
It was never a AAA game. It was an indie game.
It was made as a joke.
And it just blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
It just blew up and made a ton of money. But now you're talking about AAA games. You could talk about Tom Clancy's.
Splinter Cell?
No, it was the most recent one. Not Splinter Cell. No, Splinter Cell was a AAA game. Don't get me wrong. Splinter Cell was a AAA game, but there's it was Ghost. Was it Ghost something?
Oh, Ghost Recon?
Yeah, it was a Ghost Recon. Not Wildlands, the one that was after Wildlands.
I don't pay that much attention to that genre.
Breakpoint. Breakpoint was a AAA game. That was. Oh, dude. Sorry, I'm about to get on another thing. That was like. That's a AAA game. That was like the worst AAA game that's ever existed. They defined
they
it as
really took that series and just drug it through the fucking dirt.
like they called that a AAA game, but I was like, no, you guys took.
I
put
never
no
played
effort.
it.
You put no effort. You did not miss much. You did not miss a single fucking.
I played
thing.
everything. I played everything before then. But when
Breakpoint
Breakpoint
was-
came out, I was like, I wasn't really feeling it. I just wasn't really.
I was
feeling
watching trailers for Breakpoint and everything. I was like, dude, this ain't it. I was like, this ain't it, man. I went and rented it, and like a buddy of mine, like he was back behind it. He bought it. We played it for like all 2 days, and I was like, man, I feel bad for you, fam, for buying that game.
Would you
It's like
game
that meme
fly it
going
or
around-
something?
It's like that meme going around, like forcing yourself to play a $60 game that you just paid for. He was like, I need to play it. I was like,
You,
I was
you
like,
rented
"I'm
it.
happy for you."
How'd you rent it? You got
But
GameFly or
But
something?
did you guys?
I do have gameplay.
Okay.
You guys ever play Future Soldier?
No.
I did play
Yeah, the
Future
Ghost
Soldier.
Recon game?
I did not.
I did.
You know, if they could just go back to that formula, I think that would be better. Like, just ditch the open world stuff. Just go back to a linear, gameplay style. Just give us nice open-sized maps and just let us play a game that feels more tighter, I guess is the only way I can say it.
Dude, open
'cause
world
I-
has started. No, continue.
They're drowning. They're drowning us with open world. I feel like that's kind of what you were about to say. It's just too much. I mean, like open world is great. There was a time where I wouldn't play a game unless it was open world. And now I'm getting to that point where I kind of am tired of open world games. I'm actually tired of all that space. I kind of want it to be tightened up a little bit so I know where to go. I'm tired of just wandering around looking for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What he said, dude. Open world games. I loved open world games. They were great, and now they are just making them too massive. Like,
Yeah. Now, unless we're
Examples?
talking about like GTA or something, that's different. That's just quality over most other things. But
yeah, GTA is
most
not that
games
bad.
can't really succeed on what Rockstar does.
But no, I'll fight you on that because Red Dead Redemption 2 was a fantastic game, immaculate game, perfect map.
Absolutely.
Still, way too fucking big. It's just it was too large. Like you can't get across it. I was in a discussion with this with another buddy of mine. I mean, we had the same viewpoints. I'm like open world games are they're great, and like when you have a fast travel system, like it makes it better. But then like, so now you have a fast travel system. Then you don't see most of the world.
Pulls you out of the immersion.
Yeah.
It pulls you out of the immersion, and then also too like like with Red Dead 2, it's like it's so fucking big. It's taxing to get anywhere. It's taxing to go across the map, and even still with that, like you fast travel, and like you're like, it doesn't even put me close to where I want to go. Like it doesn't. I don't know if it takes more time for me to fast travel and then ride there, or to just ride there from where I'm at right now. Like it's a little bit of give and take. But then like you have games like Spider-Man, which had fast travel, and the fast travel was quick. But I never fast traveled in Spider-Man because I had too much fun traversing the world.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, the
Yeah,
world was
Yeah, it's like,
pretty big.
why would you fast travel? We could still get there in a minute and a half.
So like it's a give and take, and like you play games like fucking the Assassin's Creed, man. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Origins,
Just
Odyssey, and Valhalla.
ridiculously huge.
So massive. Like I played Valhalla, like I was one of those people that whenever I play Assassin's Creed games, I unlock the full map. I traveled to all the viewpoints, and I try to open up the map as much as possible before I play the game and dive into the story. For both Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, I was already at 100 hours before I touched the story.
Oh, damn.
That's how long it took me to fucking cover the map. Just to cover the map before I touched the Star Wars, I was already at 100 hours. I was like, that's fucking crazy. That's wild.
And they definitely made sure you had plenty to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of shit, and then I'm talking about like The Witcher 3. I'm sorry, I'm ranting again. This happens a lot. Don't worry, just let me go. Just let me do my own thing. But like The Witcher 3, some of the like I had to like revisit The Witcher 3 like 3 or 4 times before I actually played it. Cause like you open up the map and then you see all those question marks, the hidden areas, and you're just like, fuck. That's too much, man. That is too much. I'm like, I'm gonna need to pause. I'm gonna revisit something else and just. But yeah, I mean, you had a great point, man. Like AAA titles, I think in open world games, they're getting to be too much, and that's also like. That's like the curse of the future that we're getting to, because as we progress in technology and able to make systems more powerful, to be able to handle more, require more resources, but at the same time be able to have more resources available to use. That the game the game can use more resources. We're able to make.
That's one of the other issues is resources. Like the problem with AAA games and indie games, like it's a lot of money to make a really good AAA game. But indie games, I mean, depending on the quality that you're going for, you can make a game that's like better than a AAA game as far as gameplay goes, essentially.
They do, and they make it so simple. I'm sorry, cutting you off.
Yeah, but no, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, it just really depends on how they choose on their resources and how they apply all that, I suppose.
I'm starting to love indie games a lot more than AAA games.
I have trouble. I have trouble liking a lot of indie games for different reasons, depending on the game. Mainly, it's aesthetics. A lot of times, but I'm also one of those. Well, we're going to get into this topic here. I wasn't even paying attention to the clock. What time did we start?
No, don't switch off. Don't switch off at indie versus AAA games. Because
No,
I have a
no.
lot more to say about this.
Oh, we're still on that topic.
Okay, good. Switch topics.
We're going to talk about something else here in a minute. But we're kind of English, Jeremiah.
Don't use your real name. Jesus. Oh, I thought we talked about this. What is wrong with you?
I've been name dropping these guys like left and right.
You're on your doorstep right now. The game is over.
Where was it going?
I'm sorry.
Okay with you guys. Yeah, no, I'm lost now.
You're talking about new games. So I want to. I would take this. I would take over. So we're talking about indie games. Is Little Nightmares? Little Nightmares is considered an indie game, right?
I think so.
I believe so.
I mean, at least the first one definitely was. The second one, maybe not so much because it was a little bit more popular at the time. I've been playing Little Nightmares like the last couple of days. Dude, great game, and this is like my argument between indie and AAA games.
So I'll give indie games this is the few indie games that I have played. Storytelling is top notch. It's where if you want a good story, go with an indie game. But for me personally, I like character building, and not character building as in like story character building as in coming up with going through the talent tree and the gear options and building a character to make it as good as it can be in certain scenarios. Diablo, Path of Exile, Outriders, Destiny.
I'll argue that. I'm sorry, did I cut you off?
No. The difference there is I named one indie game in that, which is Path of Exile. Path of Exile started as an indie game. It was supposed to be. It was actually. It was supposed to be for. It's where all the Diablo 2 developers left. It's where all the Diablo 2 developers went to when they saw where Diablo 3 was going. So I do like some indie games, but for the most part, a lot of indie games I don't play just because the aesthetic isn't what I'm looking for. I'm not going to play Terraria. I'm not going to be playing... gosh, I can't even think of a lot of the names off the top of my head. It's not for me. They can't get me where I want to be when it comes to certain games.
I think it's fine because I know it's more with indie games. They don't dive. You're talking about the skill tree. Like they don't dive too far into the skill tree. I'm like, sometimes like some games they dive deep into the skill tree. Like you need to build this skill, and they make the skill tree so massive. And then they have other aspects where you're like, oh, you need to have food. You need to eat this certain type of food for this effect, and you need to drink this type of liquid for this effect. And then cover your this and this, and like sometimes like the games they become too much at a time. Like sometimes I want to play a game and not have to think about too much. I don't want to do too much.
Oh, I agree.
That's crazy. That's why I'm fucking loving Little Nightmares. It's like you can either crouch, you can grab stuff.
But see, like my biggest creative outlet is on building characters. I will sit here for a week straight and just make D&D characters. Like just do builds, for different levels. I will map out an entire character from level 1 to 20. And that's just what I do. I like the in-depthness, but when I build a character, I build it to play simple. It's a very highly complex character, but I build it to play simple. Everything happens off of a simple action. So that's what I like to do anyway. Deck building, that's why I was playing Magic the Gathering, for a while. Actually, I've been playing Magic the Gathering for like 20 years. That's just kind of where I'm sitting with it. Those type of games. So this is where we're going to kind of come into this live service versus single service games. Is most indie games are single service. And I like games that I can grind on and do character builds for 1,000 hours. And it doesn't have to be a live service game like Outriders. Outriders is not a live service game. They use a online only platform because of their cross-play compatibility, but it is not a live service game. But I like those games that I can grind thousands of hours into and not have to think about anything else. I miss out on a lot. I'm late to play things like Horizon. I'm late to play things like, I wasn't late for God of War or Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima was fantastic. It's hands down top 3 games of all times.
Yeah, it was top notch.
Yeah. I want to play like the PS5 patch for it, which is.
Oh, dude. You haven't yet?
I platinum a game my first playthrough.
Yeah, same. I mean, there's not much out there for the PS5, so like the only thing I've been doing on the PS5 is just playing God of War and Ghost of Tsushima back.
See, I have been playing God of War. Like I have been playing God of War. The PS5 patch for God of War is. Yeah.
Yeah, both.
There's no words, man. There's no like. Yeah. I'm gonna fight I will fight every single human being alive that disagrees with me that God of War is the greatest game ever. God of War 4 is God, that's a fucking great game. And then when you add the PS5 patch in and you get that frame rate,
that 60 FPS is freaking gorgeous.
If you tell me that story,
I think that goes hand in hand with not being an open world game. They were able
Yeah.
to make tight. They were able to make those controls right.
Yep.
They were able to focus on what you needed to do.
See, the thing is, it's considered an open world game. It's so weird.
It's not though.
Loosely,
yes, I think they did it.
You can freely go from place to place if that's what you consider an open world game. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not really as open as
It's on the cusp.
think it is.
Yeah.
It's on the cusp with the option of being able to kind of free flow through certain areas, but kind of keeping you strategically on path to where you need to go.
I will argue the point that I do not believe God of War was open world. It was very linear.
Yeah, it's like a linear open world game. Can you do one of those?
Ghost of Tsushima.
They did it. If you can't.
Yeah.
No, Ghost of Tsushima is the open world.
That's real open world.
That's open world.
Like,
Yeah, but the map was small enough that you didn't feel overwhelmed by it. I never did.
it was an intentional design.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good. I mean, of course, they blocked off, like, you had to progress up the map in chunks.
Yeah.
But even still, like, once you had, like, I felt it, I want to say taxing to traverse, like, the world that you were in, like, the section of the map that you're in. But, like, taxing is also a negative word because it wasn't bad. But, I mean, you still had to put in work to travel. That makes sense?
You did, but it wasn't. I think the best thing about that game, about the difficulty to get around, was the fact that no matter where you turned your camera, it was a wallpaper you could screenshot it and put it as a wallpaper. Everything in that game.
Everything in that game.
Like
Photo mode in that game was one point.
yeah,
I
like
hate photo mode, but yeah, it did it. It did it right.
it did. They did. Like I took like several screenshots and they were my wallpapers for the longest times. So like, well, we were talking about, you know, AAA versus indie, and we went open world versus linear.
You were on service versus, you know, single
Yeah, well,
service.
so my understanding, TCP, is that you don't care for live service games.
Are you trying to be here for like the next 30 minutes?
Give me the cookie cutter. Give me the high points.
I hate, you know, live service games. I guess I wouldn't. I also define live service games and like looters to be almost hand in hand, like Destiny, Borderlands.
See, Borderlands isn't live service.
You're right. So there's looter shooters, and then there's service games. But I still define all service games to be looters.
To a degree. I mean, I'm incorporating everything here. We're talking the broad spectrum. So
coming back to like how we're talking about Crywolf playing Outriders. He played the game for like all of maybe like 6 hours and was already at World Tier 6. The progression in these looter games and service games, the progression is it's fucking fast. Like, because there's what 10 world tiers, and he played the game for not even half a day, and
there's 15. There's 15.
So he's half the way.
No, not even close.
I don't know.
It takes if you don't actually have experience with the system, getting 1 to 6 easy, 6 to 7 hours.
Okay, so now that makes me feel a little bit better because other times in the past, you rank up fucking fast. Like you play it for like
a lot of
already at the top ranked.
If you jump into a game, if you jump into a live service game like a year after it's been out, there's catch up mechanics, and you shoot up to catch up to everybody else really quick.
No, because Destiny, I played Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, both day one at launch, and day one I was already max
We already know I'm lacking on the Destiny.
Destiny 1, Destiny 2, I was max rank instantly. It's level 30, right? Level 30? I was level 30.
Yeah, they took the levels out.
Instantly. I mean, yeah. I mean, they had to because I don't know.
Well, they had to do
Destiny 2. I haven't played Destiny 2 since launch. I played it for like, 2 or 3 weeks after launch. And then like those games are always the same. The Division, like you reach the max rank so quickly that there's nothing left to do, and then like you've already beaten the story, so there's nothing to do just except rinse and repeat.
See, I'm the exact opposite.
You just grind to try to grab a weapon that's only slightly better than what you have now. You're like, oh sweet! Out of the 3 stats, this one stat is better, but the other 2 stats are worse.
That's the games I like.
Oh sweet! Now there's this bench over here that I can re-roll my weapon. It's just gonna take all of my resources to re-roll it, and I re-roll it. Oh shit! All the stats are exactly the same, except for this one stat is like slightly better, and now I can re-roll it again for double the amount of resources that I've just spent on doing it. Sweet! That's so great. Oh shit! There's a raid out.
Hey,
it's hard and challenging.
TCP, make my next game, buddy. You're speaking my language here. Like, you're just getting me all hot and bothered over here, man. Like, I like the grind. I play for the grind. Like, I mean, I don't want to show you my hours in Diablo 3, okay? I've got characters, a single character. I have like 14 characters on it. I have characters that have more game time than most people put into anything they ever do.
I have a buddy of mine, like one time when we played Destiny, I can still hear his voice. I haven't played this dude in like 4 years, but I can still hear his voice during this one moment. Like when the raids come out, and he was like looking for this one weapon or like this one thing, and it's like, oh, I have a 0.6% chance of getting it. Oh, I'm so excited! I'm gonna do a raid. He had 4 characters. He did the raid 4 fucking times, and never got this weapon. And like the 4th time he was playing it, we were playing with this fucking rando dude. He was a buddy of ours. We played with him a lot, but like we didn't play this game with him a lot. He never played this type of game. And he's just like, okay, you guys need a 4th for the raid? Okay, yeah, I'll play. That sounds good. I have a character. And we carried him the
story's going.
We carried
Yeah.
him. We carried him the whole fucking way. Like he wasn't.
Got it first time.
The whole time. We did the raid with 3 people. And this dude that was just dying the whole time. And we get there, and he's just like, oh, I got this weapon called the Excalibur, blah blah blah. And the dude's just like, are you fucking kidding me? He's like, yeah, it's not even for my character. It's not for my character, so I don't know. I'm just gonna destroy it, dismantle. And he's like, what? And the dude's like, are you kidding me? You got this? You got this on your first try of this fucking raid? And then you just immediately just like, it wasn't for my character, so I'm playing as a hunter. It was for the Titan. I don't have it. So I don't know what to do. I just destroyed it. So you could have given it to me. Oh, I don't know if you could have given it to him, but like, no, I'm not fucking about that. I'm not about playing something. You can play it 4 times out of the week and still only have like a 0.6% chance. I'm like, oh, you can only play it the 4 times.
I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
If you have one character and you can play it as many times as you want and have a 0.6% chance every time, no.
One time a week per character.
And you play it 1 time, and then if you have 4 characters, you can do it 4 times, and then that's fucking it.
I think.
Get the fuck out of here.
If you're talking about Destiny 1, I think.
That's crazy bullshit, man. That was Destiny 2.
No, Destiny 2 backs 3 characters.
Oh, so they said fuck you even more. They're like, oh yeah. You know what?
I'm just fact checking you here, all right, buddy? Because I still play Destiny 2, all right?
I can already see CP just like raging at a game because it didn't give him. I can already see.
So, okay.
I rage at everything, man. I'm like, I can't even type my name fast enough. I'm like, rage.
All right. I got a question for you here. You don't like looters, all right? I get it. You don't like looters that much.
I will play the fuck out of looters. I think. I just tried to do to myself. There's a difference there. Like you gotta let me explain. I will play looters. I will play any game. I will play any game as long as it gives me some value.
All right. I do highly recommend Outriders. But
I'm waiting on it. I have it coming through GameFly, but no offense, you know.
Fuck the U.S. postal system right now.
So, I mean, I have no idea when I'm gonna get this game. We mentioned earlier I have GameFly, so it comes to the U.S. Post. So it could be tomorrow, it could be 3 weeks from now. I have no idea.
Now, but also within the live service genre, you have Fortnite, Call of Duty, Warzone.
Oh, I never considered those as live service games, but you are totally right.
That's where I'm actually really talking about.
Right now.
Huh? What was that, Solps? What'd you say?
I was just saying those are the Titans right now.
Yeah.
I need to redefine what I think are live service games. Because yes, those are live service games. They constantly give updates to them, change the environment, so on and so forth. Yeah, they are
supported by microtransactions and the whole 9.
So I'm not against live service. I'm against looters, where you instantly get to a wall and then it's 10 hours of grinding to get something that's slightly better. Okay.
So I mean, obviously, when you play a single service game, I mean, you go for the gameplay, the story, and the characters in the story. Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Horizon.
Notice how he's naming all of the great PlayStation exclusives?
Because they were fantastic.
he's not naming any Xbox exclusives because there are none.
Exactly.
Yet. We'll see you are where you are when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out.
They're not that dumb.
No, they're
fucking
not.
Dumb.
They're not.
that dumb. They're gonna release that as an exclusive. They're not that fucking dumb.
No.
No, Microsoft had to purchase that as an exclusive. They couldn't just make it themselves.
No, they bought the studio.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
No, but the studio itself, I believe, is still contracted.
Makes sense.
So if they're still contracted to come out on, well, they obviously would come out on PC, but if they are still contracted with Sony, they would still have to come out for the PlayStation.
Oh yeah, well I'm an exclusive. I mean, they would. I imagine like if they kept it exclusive, it would still be Xbox console and PC.
Yeah.
But they still know they would lose 50, if not 60% of their sales if they made.
I don't. Well, I would like to see. I would like to see where all of the sales are for the Elder Scrolls series, because I guarantee you about 75% of it is PC.
You're probably not wrong. The modding community.
Yeah. Because I've bought it at least 3 times. I bought Skyrim at least 3 times on PC.
Never played it. It's on Xbox Game Pass. I'm gonna touch it though. But I've never played it.
Till you open the map.
Elder Scrolls. Yeah. It's still the biggest map out there, isn't there?
It's
Mm,
overwhelming.
I think it's still the biggest map that's out there.
I don't know if it's the biggest
If you're
map.
talking about just pure size, I want to say that the Just Cause games, one of those games, got like the biggest map ever made, or
It
one
can't-
of the biggest maps ever made.
It can't be 4. Oh, 4 was bad.
I think it was 3.
Just Cause 4 was so bad. Just Cause 3
Honestly,
was dope.
all those games are bad technically, but I mean they're just pointless fun, you know.
Well, that's the thing,
No,
though.
no.
If it's fun, it's not bad. If it's fun, it's not bad. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh. So, let's go ahead and wrap this up here.
Oh no, I'm having too much fun.
All right, well, we'll go for a couple more minutes. It's like, I'm trying to get back to Outriders here. I got some grinding to do. I need that. I need that .05 upgrade.
40s.
I can't play it. I'm not buying it. I've made a promise to not buy a looter game.
I want to
think
buy it and play it, but I know that I won't put enough time into it like I should.
Well, that
I'll play through the story, grind out a bunch of stuff, and then just get to a point where I won't play it anymore.
yeah. So, but like I said, yeah, that's my genre. You know, Borderlands, Diablo, Destiny. Yeah, that's just
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you're right. If you like that type of stuff,
Yeah.
that's good. I'm a different gamer. I try to play literally as much as possible.
see.
Which is why I have GameFly. I have GameFly because there's a lot of games that I want to play that I don't want to buy.
Yeah, see, that's kind of why like this was like my first pick cast for this show, was because each one of us have different takes on different types of games. Me personally, I'm the looter guy. You play a lot of everything, mostly single players. Solops has, he goes into the VR community. He does that. Your
A little
take,
more casual when
yeah.
it comes to it.
yeah. I mean, and then wild is wild.
I will play literally anything. I love my first person shooters. I love my indie games. Honestly, I just love gaming. It makes me feel all nice and warm and cozy on the inside.
Yeah.
See, but we should do at some point in time. We should try a way to like all play a game and just stream it as part of the show. Like do like an Among Us or a Fall Guys or something like that.
Oh, an
I'm
Among
down.
Us. We can't do an Among Us because I would be fucking calling me all out.
Everybody's sus. Everybody's sus.
Kick him! Kick him!
Fucking WoW just killed me. He's so dead. Kill him. It's like, you're still alive. I'm like,
Oh no, I have a great poker face. I have a great poker face. You'll never know I'm the imposter.
You gotta play a survival game, really test your skills.
Oh gosh,
If you guys are into those games.
I have not Gosh, I can't tell you the last survival game I played.
When you're talking about survival games, are you talking about like Rust and Ark?
Not specifically. Ones that I've played recently, I played The Forest. I know it's an older game, but it was one that I played recently, and that's a really good game if you never played it. It's kind of like those games, but not as complex. The mechanics are a little bit simpler, but it's basically just survive as long as you can before the cannibals kill you.
Isn't Valheim a survival?
I think I would consider that survival game.
It is, and I want to play that game, but my computer is not good enough for it.
Oh. Is it? Could you find it on a? Is it on any streaming service? Could you do it that way?
Well, I'm sorry. It's not that it's not good enough for it. I have a Mac. Steam is not set up for that, so it's.
Yeah.
I got a good computer. It's just not a game because I don't really game on PC, so it's not a big deal for me. But I would like to play that game. I'm sure if it becomes popular enough, it will eventually get a console release.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Well,
surprised it hasn't got a console release. Well, I guess it would take some time.
has it not?
It's only been out for like 2 months, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, I mean the
It
first
hasn't really been that long.
the
I'm sure
first
at
month
some
was
point in time they'll go
massive.
for it.
Let me look.
'Cause, actually, that game, The Forest, that used to be a PC only game, and they ported it over to console, and it seems to work pretty well.
Are you only a console gamer because of the Mac? Are you?
Well, I mean,
You see-
I don't know. I just stick with Apple products because it just works for certain things that I like to use it for, like making the music and whatnot. It just, I mean, I could do that on
Yeah.
anything, but it just, I don't know. A lot of people that I talked to beforehand, they're like, "Oh, if you're gonna do stuff like
Yeah.
that, you may
Yeah, when you're
stick
talking about
with Apple." And I was like, "All right."
Yeah,
when
Macs
you're
are-
talking about
Macs are really good for
music.
music and stuff like that. Like they're really good
Yeah.
for music. Any type of creation, I really feel like Mac is really good for. Like either it's graphic design, website design, music
Yeah.
creation, movie
Oh.
creation. Apple is like they got their shit together.
Yeah, so that's kind of the reason that I went the direction I did with the computer. But yeah, when it comes to games, I'm kind of strictly a console gamer, and I usually stick to one console per decade or generation. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, I could buy multiple consoles, but I'm only going to put time into one,
Yeah. So yeah, Valheim is still technically early access on PC only. But so we'll have to look something else. Maybe we'll get like on a phone game and stream it that way or something. Oh, but all right. Anybody have anything else?
I just like GameStop.
Yeah, I think we're all in concession that GameStop is just they have a bad rap, and that bad rap is kind of killing it. If they were to maybe change that perspective,
I mean, there's nothing really that they can change about their,
If it wasn't for that whole stock market debacle, I don't even feel like they'd be around.
They would not be. Oh my god! I was like,
Like, it wouldn't.
that happened. That happened. And I was like, I'm not mad that happened, but I'm just like, why did you choose GameStop? Anybody but GameStop.
companies.
Of all the people you could have chosen, you chose GameStop. I was like, come on, man.
it was because it was the underdog. You wouldn't expect it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they were the good bet.
I mean, and that is the main reason being why everybody went after them, because you already know GameStop has a bad rep for giving shitty prices for games, and you already know that everything else with GameStop is, for the most part, pretty shitty. So why not?
Can you imagine just being like the GameStop executives, like, all right, so we need to announce bankruptcy. Oh, I'm sorry, they had already announced bankruptcy. They had already announced bankruptcy. So they were like, all right, we're going under, guys. So, Dan, hold the fuck up. Look at our stock. What?
The stock skyrocketed. Don't go through with it. Don't do it.
Yeah, you know somebody was shitting themselves when they saw that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They woke up one morning and they were like, "What the fuck?"
All I know is I need to get on that Reddit.
Yeah,
The guy that ran it, he's under FBI investigation right now.
Is he?
I wonder why.
Yeah, because he made like $15 million in 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, they finally listened to me. Yeah.
Well, they didn't do it. It wasn't just GameStop. They did 3 other ones.
Yeah, they did a bunch, but I mean, GameStop was, obviously the most profitable.
It was definitely the most prominent. Because it got down to like 40 cents, and they made it worth $40. So.
Oh no, it was like 180 at one point, right?
Oh yeah, it got up to 190. Got up to 190.
They started at like 40 cents, and then 190. I was like, that must be nice.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine buying like 500 of that, and then when it reaches up, you're just like, oh,
Cash in.
give me my money.
Mm-hmm.
Give me my money.
I had that happen with one of my cryptos a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah. Had like $200 worth of this one crypto, and it turned into $3,000.
Nice.
Holy.
Yeah. I didn't sell it in time. It tanked before I could get rid of it, but
I still need to get into the crypto trend.
it's
Every time I think about it, I think it's too late, and so then I don't do it.
it's not too late. It's not too late because there's constantly new coins coming out. It's
Same mindset.
there's constantly new coins coming out and things like that. It's just trying to make sure I'm covering up all personal information here, but can you see that? Not really. Okay. Anyway,
It's being weird.
yeah, it's being weird. Like that wallet, it says right now it's worth $900. It fluctuates. That wallet's worth $900 right now, and it fluctuates between $850 and $1,500. So you got to ride the wave on it. But I'm currently
Constant wave.
Yeah. I'm currently investing in a couple that if they do, that you hold and they become worth value. I'm also I have this one coin right now. I have 88 billion of him. And it's worth a whole whopping $24.
You have 80 billion?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when that shit decides to skyrocket, though,
If it becomes worth
$1 a piece?
if it becomes worth 0.000001 of a dollar, I'll have like 15 million. So, but it's still I'll retire. I'll be done. I've got 1 billion Shiba, which is another one of those joke coins like Doge. Yeah.
the bougie.
Yeah, it's I know this is kind of a little off topic for our viewers here, but it is kind of in the nerd market. The one thing though is a little overwhelming for people is the whole trying to transfer between wallets, exchanges, finding an exchange that actually works for you. Some exchanges are backed up. Like there was one exchange that I was trying to get into that it took them a month to approve my account. And then they're all like, "Hey, yeah, no, you could trade on our network, but you can't buy or sell anything." So I'm just like,
What's the difference?
What's the point?
Defeats the purpose.
yeah, no. So there are exchanges that I use that are not attached to my bank account. So how it works is you buy a coin on an exchange that you trust, you transfer that coin to this other exchange to buy a coin there that you can't buy on the exchange you trust. So you sell the coin that you transferred over, use their USD value coin to purchase the new one. So that's the part that gets everybody confused. And be honest, it took me like a week to figure out how to do it properly. Because, if say there's like a blip in your internet connection, you just lost all of that. But it's kind of like the stock market. It's very volatile. You can invest $100 and that $100 could turn into $5 or that $100 could turn into $1 million. So it's play the market, things like that. The difference is that it's live 100% of the time. It never goes down.
Sorry about that. My dog's tearing shit up.
You all good, man? Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Or I'm gonna give everybody a lesson on crypto, and I don't know as much as I should. But all right, everybody. Thank you all for watching. If you come out later, thank you all, everybody who watched the whole way through. This has been Griffcast with TCP, Solips Fanaron, and Wild. I'm Griffmore. We'll see you guys.